distribution, and under the heading of a normal distribution, we have been able to define what was your distribution and how to compute the standard normal variate. And we have also discussed the properties of a binomial, probability density function. And we have defined what is the meaning of area under the normal curve, and some of the basic properties of normal distribution was discussed in the yesterday's class. And we have been discussed that the total area under the normal curve comes out to be 1, and the shape of the curve is a bell-shaped curve, and at this point the curve is like this. This is a bell-shaped curve, and the total area is symmetrical about the mean position. This was your mean position where x is equal to mu, and it is obvious that your standard deviation or variance is sigma square. And on this side, in the case of standard normal variate z, z varies from minus infinity to infinity, and along the vertical side we have f of z. And because the area is symmetrical about the mean position, this is the mean position, and it means the area on the left hand side is 0.5 and area on the right hand side of mean position is also 0.5, and total area under the normal curve is 1 unit. So this is the basic of normal curve, and we have discussed a few examples of finding out the area about the normal curve. And let us discuss one more example. The example is find the value of z in each of the following cases. Now we have the question, और क्वेश्चन हमारे पास है कन्वर्स फॉर्म में. Now area is given. Area is given that area between 0 and z is 0.3621. Remember, area is given to us. So for this question, we are again drawing the curve. This is z, this is f of z. This is the normal curve we have, and this is the mean position, and z is equal to there, that is z is equal to mean position is 0, and it is said that your area between 0 and z is 0.3621. This is the area we have. Area between 0 and z is given to us. So this is the point 0 to z, and suppose I take that the point is 0 to z, this one, z can be taken as a new point z1. So it is given that the area under the curve for 0 to z1 is 0.3621, and this value is less than 0.5. So area, probably area can be on the left side also, or can be on the right side of mean position. जो area है 0.3621, मैं अभी तो फिलहाल ये वाला मान करके चल रहा हूँ, this one area, but ये दोनों तरफ हो सकता है. The area can either be on both sides, क्योंकि 0.3621 इतना एरिया तो उसी के सिमेट्रिकली लेफ्ट साइड पर भी होएगा, मीन पोजीशन के लेफ्ट साइड पर. इट इज डिनोटेड बाय डॉट्स. सो दिस एरिया इज आल्सो 0.3621. Actually, what we want to calculate this point Z1. So area 0 पोजीशन के या तो लेफ्ट पर है या राइट पर है. मीन्स टू से दैट एरिया यहाँ तो ये लाइंस के फॉर्म वाला एरिया है और यहाँ ये डॉट्स वाला एरिया है. So from uh, the table will help us to give the point. We see that the area correspond. We observe that the area, this is a 0.3621, corresponds last salary. Area 0.3621 corresponds to Z is equal to. Now, this is the point we need to find out. So let us observe from the table. So go to the table. We have area 0.3621. So one more thing. Either it is on the negative side point or on the positive side. So उसके लिए हम लोग बाद में करेंगे. पहले हमें यहाँ पर वो point find करना है. 0.3621. So let us check the value 0.3621. This is 0.3443. So 0.36 comes under here. Just see the table. This is 0.3621. So this area comes under the point 1.0. Just see. ये 1.0 वाली रो में है, लास्ट में वैल्यू है 0.3621 और ऊपर से कॉलम देखते हैं इसका. So 0.3621, let us see. This is under 0.09. Just see. This is under 0.09. So it means the value 0.3621 ये 1.0 वाली रो में आ रही है और ऊपर से 0.09 के कॉलम में आ रही है. So what does it mean? You can write down the value here. This is a 1.0 plus 0.09. So ये प्लस वाला साइड भी हो सकता है और माइनस वाला भी हो सकता है. So this is plus minus 1.09. So the value of the point Z will be either plus 1.09 or negative 1.09. तो यहाँ से हम लोग लिख सकते हैं कि 1.09 लेस देन और इक्वल टू Z लेस देन और इक्वल टू 0 और 0 लेस देन और इक्वल टू Z लेस देन और इक्वल टू 1.09. Means to say that ये जो point है, this one, that should be 1.09 and this point should also be 1.09, but it is on the negative side. लेकिन पॉइंट नेगेटिव हो सकता है, एरिया नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकता है. तो इस केस में हमने पॉइंट ही फाइंड आउट करना था. वी वांट टू पॉइंट द पॉइंट फॉर विच दिस एरिया इज देयर. ऐसा ही हमारे पास एक और क्वेश्चन है. फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ जेड इन विच एरिया टू द लेफ्ट ऑफ जेड इज गिवन. जस्ट प्लॉट द नॉर्मल कर्व. So this is Z, this is f of Z. You know that this going towards plus infinity and this moves towards minus infinity. And they have said that area to the left of Z is 0.7642. This is given to us. This is 0.7642. And it is given area to the left of Z. अब ये जो एरिया है, this area is greater than 0.5. इसका मतलब एक पोर्शन वाला एरिया तो पूरे का पूरा ही आ जाएगा. This one एरिया इन कॉलम नंबर 1, ये जो लेफ्ट वाला एरिया ये पूरा आएगा and some part of this also be there. So I suppose that this is Z is equal to Z1, this one. So this is the area we want to, this is the area given to us. Now this area is given to us and for this area we need to find out point Z is equal to Z1. So it means area between 0 and Z. we can say that this is the zero position. ये एरिया तो है 0.5 और ये जो रिमेनिंग एरिया है 0.5 में से माइनस होकर के 0.7642 से माइनस कर दीजिए 0.5, द एरिया कम आउट 0.2642। इसका मतलब ये जो मीन पोजीशन के ये वाला एरिया है वो है 0.2642। सो फ्रॉम द टेबल we have to find out the value from the table. The table 0.2642 ये एरिया के कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंगली जीरो से लेकर के Z1 तक, इट मीन जीरो से लेकर के 0.2642 तक पॉइंट चाहिए, एरिया नहीं चाहिए। यहाँ पर हमें पॉइंट फाइंड करना है। We want point here for this area. This area is 0.2642 और उसके लिए let us move to the table. 0.2642 we have to compute. 0.2642, just see. If you see this value is 0.2642. सो 0.7 के सामने वाली रो में और ऊपर से 0.02। सो इट मीन द पॉइंट कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू दिस एरिया 0.2642 इज 0.7 प्लस 0.02, सो 0.72। दिस इज द पॉइंट। सो देयरफॉर Z lies between, अब this point is माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू जीरो एंड जीरो टू इस पॉइंट के लिए जो एरिया है वो है 0.2642, लेकिन हमें तो पूरा चाहिए माइनस इन्फिनिटी से लेकर के दिस पॉइंट तक। सो Z लाइज बिटवीन माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू दिस पॉइंट 0.72। सो दिस इज द पॉइंट वी हैव। इसको आप दो तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, माइनस infinity to zero और एंड, या सिंपली भी लिख सकते हैं एंड जीरो लेस देन और इक्वल टू Z लेस देन 0.72, दिस वन। और अगर दोनों को मिलाकर के हम अकेला ये भी लिखें कि Z इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू 0.72, तो दोनों का मिलाकर के ये मीनिंग निकलता है। बिकॉज जो पॉइंट होता है वो माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू इन्फिनिटी तक जाना होता है। अब माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू तो मूव कर गया एंड मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितनी 0.72, वो प्लस इन्फिनिटी से छोटी वैल्यू। सो इसी रेंज में आ रहा है पॉइंट। सो दिस इज अंडरस्टूड। सो ये वो तरीका है जिससे हम लोग पॉइंट फाइंड कर सकते हैं whenever area is given to us. Now let us discuss one more example. Let x be the random normal variable with mean. Mean is given to us, that is 10, and your standard deviation sigma is 4. Determine the probability P x greater than or equal to 7. This is we need to find out. So we know that the standard normal variate position is x minus mu over sigma. Mean को x bar से भी लिख सकते हैं, mu से भी लिख सकते हैं। So it is clear that is x minus 10 upon 4. So when x is equal to, this is we want to compute probability x greater than or equal to 7. It means for x equal to 7, your Z is said to be standard normal variable. ये standard normal variable calculate करने के लिए formula है। So that is 7 minus 10 upon 4. So this come out to be negative 3 upon 4. This is negative 0.75. So this is the value of a standard normal variate. Now what we want to calculate, probability x greater than or equal to 7. So it mean अब z में चले गए हैं, जब x को पुट कर दिया है तो अब z की वैल्यू आ गई है, and your z is greater than or equal to negative 0.75. So इसको हम इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, probability negative 0.75 less than or equal to z, and furthermore इसको हम लोग ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं, probability negative 0.75 टू, अब नेगेटिव से लोअर लिमिट नेगेटिव है, अपर लिमिट यू नो दैट दिस इज ऑलवेज प्लस इन्फिनिटी, क्योंकि द एरिया अंडर द नॉर्मल कर्व ऑलवेज लाइज बिटवीन माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू इन्फिनिटी. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी नेगेटिव 0.75 less than or equal to z less than or equal to 0 plus probability 0 to infinity. And we know that in the normal curve, when you plot the normal curve, this is z and this is the mean position, x is equal to mu and your standard deviation is sigma, and you know that minus negative 0.75, तो वो हम कहीं मान लेते हैं कि this is the point, this is a negative 0.75, negative 0.75 to 0, this is the 0 point. So from this point to this point plus 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity is on this side, this is a plus infinity and this is should be negative infinity. तो ये तो टोटल एरिया हमारे पास है ही, this is the area we have. So 0 to plus infinity, we know that the area for the right side, right of the mean position is 0.5, and this area we need to calculate. And you know that नेगेटिव पर एरिया कभी भी नहीं होता है, जितना माइनस 0.75 टू 0 तक का एरिया होएगा, दिस वन, जितना ये जो ब्लैंक एरिया होएगा उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली 0.75 पॉइंट इधर भी होएगा, सो दैट विल बी पॉजिटिव पॉइंट, तो उतना ही एरिया ये वाला होएगा बिकॉज द नॉर्मल कर्व इज सिमेट्रिकल. सो नेगेटिव 0.75 टू 0 कैन बी रिटन एज 0 टू 0.75 and plus 0.5 as it is. So this area we need to find out from the table, and 0.75. So let us move to the table. 0.7 का रो in front of 0.7, 0.7 वाली रो में जाना है आपने, and under 0.05. So you just see this is 0.2735. So this is the value of the area, 0.2734. So this area can be written here. So you can add both values, 0.7734. So this is the required area, and this area is 0.7734. अब इसमें ये वाला एरिया भी आपके पास आ चुका है. So this includes this dots area and these lines area. So 0.75 नेगेटिव टू इन्फिनिटी तक का जो एरिया है वो ये वाला है, 0.7734. So let us move to another important question. The question is, in a normal distribution 31% of items are under 45. 31% of items are under 45 and 8% of items are over 64. This is the statement given to us. Find mean. Mean is denoted by x bar and standard deviation. You need to calculate this. मीन की वैल्यू निकालनी है और स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन की वैल्यू निकालनी है आपने. We have supposed x bar is the mean and sigma is the standard deviation. So you know that 31% mean, this is 0.31. So let us draw the normal curve. So this is a z and this is a negative infinity, and this is on the positive side. This is the mean position, and x is equal to x bar or sigma is the mean position here. Now what is given to us? We have given that area 31% of the items are under 45. So area to the left of the ordinate x is equal to 45 is 0.31. 45 is the value of x because this is the item. So it means when x is equal to 45, area is this 0.31, and you need to calculate z. So let z can be assumed as z1. And what does it mean? It means the probability from z1 to 0 is equal to 0.5 minus 0.31. क्योंकि area to the left of the ordinate x is equal to 45 is 0.31. Left of the ordinate can be supposed like there. So I suppose that x is equal to 45 is at this position. This is x is equal to 45, z is equal to z1. And you know that this is the mean position. Mean position mean x is equal to x bar and your z is equal to 0. And let us suppose the position of a 64, x is equal to 64, z is equal to z2. So just read the statement again. 31% of the items are under 45. 31% items are under 45 mean we are talking about this area, this one, and 8% of the items are over 64. So we are talking about this area. Over 64 mean above 64. So this is your 8% and this is your 31%. So it is clear what we want to calculate. This is the point Z1. So Z1 से लेकर के 0 तक this position. So Z1 to 0, we want to compute this blank area, this one. The area marked as number 1. So area marked as number 1. मीन पोजीशन के लेफ्ट पर जो एरिया है वो है हमारे पास 0.5. सो 0.5 में से ये लाइंस वाला एरिया अगर माइनस कर देंगे तो हमारे पास ये नंबर 1 वाला जो एरिया है वो पोजीशन आ जाएगा, एंड दैट कम आउट टू बी 0.19. So for 0.19 we need to calculate the point.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
Am I audible to you?
यस
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हम लोग ये वाला एरिया देख रहे हैं 0.19, जस्ट सी द वैल्यू, दिस इज 0.19। तो अब अप्रोक्सीमेट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज ये जो 0.8 के सामने वाली रो है उसके लास्ट में जो एरिया आ रहा है, दिस वन सॉरी 0.4 के सामने वाली रो में जो एरिया है 0.1879, and in the next row the first value is 0.19. This value is more nearer to 0.19 as compared to this value. इसमें margin of error ज्यादा है, and here the margin of error is less. So you will take the point in front of 0.5 and in under the column of 0.00. So 0.5 plus 0.00. So you will be able to get the point, that is 0.5. So it means this point is 0.5. So 0.5 to 0 तक जो area है that is 0.19, and we will have this, इसको हम बाद में use करेंगे. Now come to 64. When x is equal to 64, let z is equal to z2. So probability, just see the figure. This is z2 we are taking. So 0 to 64 or 0 to z2. So probability 0 to z2 is equal to, now you just see, अब ये एरिया कौन सा आएगा, ये ब्लैंक एरिया, द ब्लैंक एरिया मार्क्ड एज नंबर 2. सो फॉर दिस ब्लैंक एरिया मार्क्ड एज नंबर 2, ये जो मीन पोजीशन के राइट में जो एरिया है दैट इज 0.5. सो 0.5 में से ये लाइनिंग वाला एरिया माइनस कर देंगे तो ये नंबर 2 वाला एरिया हमारे पास आ जाएगा. So this come out 0.5 minus 8% is 0.02. This is 0.42. And from the table, the value of Z corresponding to the area 0.42 is. अब इस एरिया के correspondingly point हम लोग find करेंगे, and that point is Z2. So Z2, for calculating Z2, let us move to the table again. So for the area 0.42, just see, 0.42 is this one. This one 0.4192, and this is a 0.42. I think margin of error is again less here. So ये जो value है 0.4192, इसमें margin of error probably 0.02, and in this the margin of error will be more. So you will take this value here. So 0.4192, this area will correspond to this point 1.4 under 0.00. So 1.4 plus 0.00 will give you the point. The point Z2 will be 1.4. So we have Z1 and we have Z2. Now we know that the way of Z is x minus x bar over sigma. And in the first case, this was your case number 2 for x is equal to 64. And in the first case, your x was 45. So this is case number 1. तो यहाँ पर हमें अलग अलग करना पड़ेगा. And you know that for the case number 1, your value of Z1 come out to be 0.5. तो दिस पॉइंट इज 0.5, क्योंकि ये नेगेटिव साइड है इसलिए Z1 की वैल्यू 0.5 नेगेटिव यूज होएगी यहाँ पर. So therefore negative 0.5 is equal to x. X was 45 and mean is x bar, sigma is same. And for case number 2, this is Z2. Z2 is 1.4. So 1.4 will be taken as a positive value because this is on the right hand side of mean position. So this will be written as 1.4 is equal to 64 minus x bar over sigma. So name it as equation number 1, name it as equation number 2. Equation number 1 and equation number 2 को solve करेंगे तो x bar और sigma की value आ जाएगी and that values we require. Equal to negative 0.5 sigma and 64 minus x bar is equal to 1.4 sigma, and you can subtract this equation with this and write down here 64 minus x bar is 1.4 sigma. Subtract करेंगे तो changing the signs, so these will be cancelled and you will have negative 19 and negative 1.9 sigma. So from this sigma comes out to be 10 on division. Now use the value of sigma in any of the equation. Suppose we put sigma in 1. So negative 0.5 is equal to 45 minus x bar over sigma. Sigma is 10 and you will have 45 minus x bar is equal to 5, negative 5. So x bar comes out to be 50. So the value of a mean comes out to be 50 and value of a standard deviation come out to be 10. So these are the values which we require. So this is the important way to calculate the mean and the standard deviation of the distribution. It's very important. Now, let us discuss one more important example. The example is in an examination taken by 500 students. The average and standard deviation of the marks are normally distributed, are the average is 40%. This is 40%. This is given to us. This is 40% mean 0.4 and your standard deviation is 10%. 10% mean this is 0.1. Now find approximately, the first part is how many will pass, how many out of 500 will pass if 50% is fixed as minimum marks. This is very important question because we are also students and this relates to us. So अगर 50% मार्क्स मिनिमम पासिंग फिक्स कर दिए जाएं तो कितने स्टूडेंट्स पास होंगे? दिस इज वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट. So let us plot the normal curve. This is the mean position. This is plus infinity. This is minus infinity. This is z is equal to 0. And we can calculate a standard normal variate x minus mu over sigma. So x minus 0.1, 0.4 over 0.1. Now in the case we have to calculate the number of students. अगर 50% मिनिमम पासिंग मार्क्स फिक्स कर दिए जाएं तो कितने स्टूडेंट्स पास होंगे? दिस इज वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट. सो प्रोबेबिलिटी x greater than or equal to 50% mean probability x greater than or equal to 0.5. This is we have. So when x is equal to 0.5, the value of z can be computed from here. This is 1. Okay, 0.5 minus 0.4, 0.1 over 1. So we need to calculate for standard normal variate z greater than or equal to 1. So probability z greater than or equal to 1, we need to calculate. Now we have to compute the area. So this is the point we have, that is z greater than or equal to 1. And let us take or assume the point. This is the point z is equal to 1 here. So we want to compute this area actually. So for computing this area, you have to subtract from 0.5. So 0.5 minus probability 0 to 1. So 0.5 में से अगर हम ये एरिया माइनस कर दें, so if we subtract this blank area, you will be able to compute the area. So 0.5 minus probability 0 to 1. At z is equal to 1. Let us go to the table. So at z is equal to 1.0. Just see the value. 1.0 के सामने और ऊपर से 0.00. So 0.3413. So you can write down the value here. This is a 0.3413, and after subtraction you will have 0.1587. So this is the marked area 0.1587. So now the number of students, total number of pass students even out of 500. So 500 into 0.1587, this comes out to be 79.35. So you can round off because students can never be in decimal fraction. So 79 students will pass if the passing criteria is fixed as 50%. This is a very important part. Now let us discuss the second part. What should be the minimum if 350 candidates are to pass? Now, अब ये दूसरे कन्वर्स फॉर्म में क्वेश्चन है. What should be the minimum if अब 350 students are given? So 350 students are to pass. So this is the question. This is another important part we have. So for this, we have to draw the normal curve again. So plot the normal curve. This is z. This is f of z here, plus infinity. This is a negative infinity. And this is the mean position. Total number of pass students are 350. So probability, we can calculate the probability. 350 students are to pass out of 500. So probability come out to be 0.7. As 0.7 is the value which is greater than 0.5. So it means we will have the area 0.5 ये right side वाला area और 0.2 left में भी थोड़ा सा area ले लीजिए. So we have this area marked as with dots. So now we have this total area, that is the 0.7, and this is 0.5 and this is a 0.2, and we have to find out this point. We want to find out this point, and this point is named as z is equal to z1. Obviously this point will be negative because 0 से left की तरफ lie कर रहा है. So area is 0.5, this one, and this is 0.2. So 0.5 plus 0.2 will be 0.7. So area 0.2 is lying on the left of mean position. So area 0.2 lie on the left hand side of mean position Z is equal to 0. So from the table, we will be able to get, from the table, we see that the Z corresponds to the area 0.2. 0.2 area के लिए जो Z है corresponding, that Z we need to find out. And let us see from the table 0.2. And for 0.2, 0.2 जो area है, for that area we want to calculate 0.2. And just see, this is a 0.2, 0.2019. There is margin of error. Margin of error जो है वो 0.019 का है, और इसमें हमारे पास ज्यादा margin of error है. So we will take the value in front of 0.5. 0.5 के सामने वाली रो और ऊपर से 0.03. So the point will be negative 0.53. So therefore इसको आप टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक में पुट करिए, x minus mu over sigma. This is the standard normal variable, and this is a negative 0.53, and we will have x minus mean is 0.4 over 0.1, and you will be able to calculate x minus 0.4 is equal to negative, and this will be 0.053. So ultimately you will be able to calculate 0.4 minus negative 0.053. So this come out to be 0.347. So this will be the value of x. Now this is the x we have. X mean we will be able to calculate the passing criteria now. So अगर 350 स्टूडेंट्स, सेकंड पॉइंट हम लोग कर रहे हैं, अगर 350 स्टूडेंट्स हमें पास चाहिए, so for this we need to compute the value of x. So x has been calculated as this, then we can make the percentage. So if 350 candidates or students are to pass, then minimum percentage of marks required is, its percentage will be multiply it with 100, so that come out to be 34.7. So you can round off the value. So 35% marks are the minimum marks if 350 students are required to pass. So this is also an important part of the question. One more part is also given. How many have scored marks above 60%? So how many have scored marks above 60%? So x greater than or equal to 60% mean 0.6, and your z come out to be 0.6 minus 0.4 over 0.1. So this come out to be 2. So for the normal curve, this is the normal curve we have. This is z, and this is f of z. This is the mean position. This is toward plus infinity, and this is toward negative infinity. So z is equal to 2. So it means this point is taken as z is equal to 2. So this is greater than or equal to 60 mean z greater than or equal to 2 we require. So we want to find out probability x greater than or equal to 0.6 is equal to probability z greater than or equal to 2, and this is the area we have. So this will be subtracting, and this will be the area, and ये area हमारे पास आएगा total 0.5 में से ये वाला area blank area subtract करके. So we want to subtract this area. So 0.5 minus probability 0 to 2 subtract कर देंगे, और 0.5 minus add z is equal to 2. Just see the table. So z is equal to 2 is this value 2.4772 under 0.00. So this is 0.4772. After subtraction, you will have 0.228. So this is the required area. Now from the area, you will be able to find out the students. Now total students who are getting more than 60% मार्क्स. अब जिन बच्चों के 60% से ज्यादा नंबर आए हैं, वो वैल्यू हम लोग कैलकुलेट करना चाहते हैं. 500 into 0.228. So this come out to be 0.5, and this value come out to be 0.02. Please rectify it. 0.0228. This will be the rectification. So the multiplication come out to be 11.4. So required. अब इसको round off कर देंगे तो 11. Therefore, number of students are 11. 11 students have scored more than 60% marks. So by this way, you will be able to compute or able to solve the questions of normal probability distribution. This is a very important part of the distribution process. So thank you very much.